SysInternals. Learn to use the SysInternals tools to analyze Windows systems or applications. Introduction. What are the tools known as SysInternals? SysInternals tools are a compilation of 70 plus Windows-based tools. Each of the tools falls into one of the following categories: file and disk, networking, process security, system, MISC. The SysInternal tools and its website SysInternals.com were created by Mark Russinovich in the late 90s, along with Bryce Cogswell on the company WinInternal Software. In 2006, Microsoft acquired WinInternal Software and Mark Russinovich joined Microsoft. Today, he's the CTO of Microsoft Azure, and this is probably, let's check the date, 16 days ago. So it might not be this anymore, I don't know. Mark Russinovich made headlines when he reported that Sony invented rootkits in their music CDs back in 2005. This discovery was made known thanks to one of SysInternals tools it was testing. You can read more about it here. He also discovered in 2006 that Symantec was using rootkit-like technology. You can read more about it here. The SysInternals tools are extremely popular among IT professionals who manage Windows systems. These tools are so popular that even red teamers and adversaries alike use them. Throughout this room, I'll note which tools MITRE has identified to have been used by adversaries. Yeah, so it's like, make a tool, you never know who uses it. The goal of this room is to introduce you to a handful of SysInternals tools, with the hope that you will expand on this knowledge with your own research or your curiosity. Hopefully, you can add SysInternals to your toolkit as many already have. If you want to access the virtual machine via remote desktop, thank you. We'll get creds here. Administrator, let me in. 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark. And accept the certificate from Frontend, you should be logged into the remote system now. The virtual machine take about 3 minutes to load. Yeah. What year was it acquired? 2006. I've deployed the virtual machine, ready to move on. And I remember the username and password, and we're gonna minus that. Come on, I clicked continue. Or whatever. So we need the VM, right? So this one should have stuff in the registry. And when it boots, we will select stuff. But I don't want to start my AD server now, and I want the memory for the other machine. Because I set this to 8 for the installation, so I'm gonna kill it. Let's go to the browser again. Which is actually where we are. I just have 3 ones up. So we're going to shut this down. Let's see if it reacts to this. Otherwise, we'll just kill it. See if this happens. We could probably start this already. So let's start. But it will need your memory. So let's just stop it. Stop. Oh, let's see. No, because it seems to have stopped. So it actually worked. Windows was reacting. It's very nice. It was just in the installation, right? So a little nice software. Could you close down, please? And here Spice works. So we don't have to have any problems with it. Come on, old little machine. Please boot for us. So let's go back and continue reading while it's booting. Install the SysInternals suite. Time to get your hands dirty with SysInternals. SysInternals tools can be downloaded and run from the local system, or the tools can be run from the web. Regarding a local install run, you can download the entire suite or just the tools you need. If you wish to download a tool or two, but not the entire suite, you navigate to, let's see if this still works. Yeah, I think so. If you know which tool you want to download, then that's fine. The tools listed in alphabetical order are not separated by categories. Alternatively, you can use the category links to find download the tools. This will be better since there are so many tools. You can focus on all the tools of interest instead of the entire index. I'm just logging into Kali here. There. For example, let's say you need to inspect the Windows processes, and you can navigate to process utility. So here's Process Explorer that we downloaded a little bit ago. And I think there was a friend URL to this one. Yes, it still works. So, notice that you are conveniently supplied with a brief explanation of each tool. Mostly, you can do the same from the SysInternals mod URL. Okay, now this is the same URL to use if you wish to run the tool from the web. We'll look at how to accomplish this in the next section. If you choose to download from this page, it's similar to the SysInternal Utilities Index page. The tools are listed in alphabetical order and are not separated by categories. Image. If you wish to download the SysInternal suite, you can download a zip file from here. I'm curious if this still works. Are we downloading a file? No. But this works. Yeah, let's have this up. I don't think I have like a specific SysInternals file, but I probably do, right? So every time I search for something, it always says, here, you didn't have this, right? Yeah, I didn't have this. It's in a lot of the notes, though. Well, not a lot. If you search for Nmap or anything common, cat, it'll go crazy. Let's put it in here. SysInternal tools. There, the squigglies made me think I made another spelling error. What I'm gonna do first is just actually put all these links. And not all of them, but just why so many links? There. And then we can actually close one because I don't think that will be the new thing. So who didn't hear of this, you know? The suit has a select number of SysInternal tools see below. For a random of tools including the suit. Can we click this? No, it's just an image. I thought so. Someone has clicked monitor auto runs. It says one process explorer, process monitor strength. After you download a zip file, you need to extract. If I was making a screenshot, I'd probably make all the same color, by the way. After you download the zip file, you need to extract it. After the files are extracted, the extra step, which is by choice, is to add the folder path to the environment variables. By doing so, you can launch the tools via the command line without navigating to the directory the tools are cited. Environment variables can be edited in System Profile. This is in properties. Can we launch the command line SysDM CPL? Maybe we'd want this actually, because it's not like I remember this. I might have heard it before. CPL, SysDM. Yeah, all these kind of little details, right? I'm like, do we have some kind of... Here we have this one. Starting no network. Let's see. Here's what we wrote, but we did lowercase here, so it's supposed to work too. Gives option no internet. It didn't for me. So maybe I should have used lowercase. But we have to have no network too. Oh, we can also IP configure release. That would have been easier. Local account and bad password. Right, I remember this now. Install Win 11. Let's see here. Install Win 11 without TPM. I'm just gonna grab as it seemed to work, right? It's really just one bit that was interesting in this. Ah, this is so annoying. There. 2 seconds and I'm done with this. Start install when it says type ready to enter and ready it. Let's actually give the full thing. Click back, next install. There. Did it make this bold? No, it didn't this time. And we already have the other one here for the Microsoft account. Let's try those later. They might not work anymore. So, but now what we actually want is doing, right? So we don't want the same thing. So I closed the tab, that's why we ended up there. So I need to copy this again. The ChatGPT tab. So let's make a new note. System properties. Oh, it already had those. Whatever. So I'm actually going to run this. And we got system properties up, so it works. Yeah, I'm not happy with the resolution after I reinstalled my computer. Everything is tinier. And I still have Windows 10, and I don't know why everything is tiny again. I must have had some setting. Yeah, I have the other one left. I have dual boot with the old installation. So maybe I should go open it and just check what it looks like. Check it out. I didn't even care to rename it since we reinstalled. So, administrator command prompt. So we don't need help with making paths. That's too basic stuff. But they still guide us here. So this is the stuff. What is the last two listed? These are the kinds of questions that are hard to answer several years later, right? So 6 letters and the last two. And I close those tabs down. Local copy of partial module, partial command, downloads, whatever. Let's just click one of the links. It didn't even ask where, right? I'm assuming the full list, the first links. The first link of it was the last two. It should be 6 letters. Zoom it. So that's quite possible, right, to be at the end. So let's try zoom it. We might have had something called something else that's no longer available. Use SysInternals live. For the SysInternals site, SysInternals Live is a service that enables you to execute SysInternal tools directly from the web without hunting for and manually downloading them. Simply enter tools SysInternals live path into Windows Explorer and command prompt as live SysInternals com tool name or live SysInternals com tools tool name. Let's take a look at how we can do this. Based on the instructions to launch Process Monitor from the web, the syntax is live SysInternals com tools pragma. So we run this, but we do this on my machine. We don't do this on the virtual machine, right? As long as it works on mine, I don't have any secret stuff here, right? So now we said command line, but as it's running just pragma, yeah. Okay, let's CMD instead. So, process monitor license agreement. Yes. This is quite nice, right? We can just launch it. So, I'm going back here. I can launch the tools without and downloading or installing them. And since it's a full path example, so we don't need to know what it does, right? It's quite obvious that it's a pragma. Result, and it fails. Cannot find the path specified. WebDev client must be installed and running on the machine. The WebDev protocol is what allows the local machine to access the local machine running a WebDev share, performing actions on it. On a Windows, this is about like a sensitive thing, right? On a Windows 10 client, the WebDev client is installed, but the client is most likely not running. If you run SysInternals tool, they will fail the message if the path is found. The service needs to be started before attempting to call the SysInternals tools in this fashion. Verifies running before proceeding. Yeah. Also, for discovery needs to be enabled as well. Okay, I'll make a short note. Where's the error message? Tools. If you get there, you install the client and I usually do PS when it's PowerShell, so we go get service web client and there. So also wouldn't have worked on my old one. Discovery needs to be enabled. There's a few ways to open the network sharing center. Here's the neat command to launch it. Click on change advanced network sharing in terms of discovery and there's no command way to do this. Or just a register create change. We need to click stuff. No easy way, we have to click stuff. Launch. Network share center. Quite obvious, right? Click. Oh. The Touch VM is a Windows Server 2019 edition. The web client is not installed by default. The feature is installed on Windows Server redirector. This feature will be installed via Service Manager using PowerShell. To install with PowerShell, install the web redirector restart. The service needs to reboot for the installation to complete. After reboot, the installation can be verified with the following information. Yeah. So if you ever need that, we can Google, right? It's not very likely that we will enable this thing on the server. The same process as with Windows 10 client applies from this point. Make sure the web client service is running. Make sure the Discovery is enabled. No, actually, maybe we should just do this. Well, whatever. The web client. Here it doesn't say web client, whatever. Now with all the necessary components installed and enabled, the machine is ready to run SysInternals on the web, and we already did. So let's just scroll down a little bit. Run it from that drive. Asterix will load the signed drive letter. The Asterix can be replied, actually drive letter instead. Notifications. Those can now be browsable in the local machine. And we have this up in the browser, right? So we don't need to ship this out. Now that we got a full real time, start exporting some of these tools. So what servers need to be enabled in the local host to interact with web client. So, file and disk utilities. Each task within this room will focus on one or two tools per section, maybe more. Again, the tool is the goal is to introduce you to the SysInternal tools. And there are far too many tools to go into each too many tools to go into each tool in depth. SysCheck, never heard of it. It's a command-line utility that shows file version number, timestamp information, digital signature details, including certain chains. It also includes an option to check if files save some virus total. Oh, a site that performs automated file scanning against over 40 antivirus engines, and an option to upload a file for scan official definition. SysCheck accept error. Okay, so we don't get a question. From the official SysCheck page, use case is identified towards the bottom of the page. If you complete the core Windows process room, you should be aware of location of all executables except for exe. So, check for unsigned files. No machine files were found. Parameter usage. Yeah, so I don't feel a need for this. So, I'm not reading about the options. When I need it, I will check it out, streams. Identify file system provides, application ability to create alternate data streams of information. By default, the data is stored in the files named data stream. But by using the syntax file command stream, you're able to read and write two alternatives. Official definition. Alternate data stream ADS is a file attribute specific to Windows NT-App files. Every file has at least one data stream. ADS allows file to contain more than one data stream. Natively, Windows Explorer doesn't display ADS to the user. There are many third-party executables that can be used to view this data, but PowerShell gives you the ability to view ADS for files. So why do we need this? Malware writers have used ADS to hide data in an endpoint, but it's not all users are not malicious. And when you download a file, so stuff moves on my screen. Let me just check what's happening. Oh, my little brother. He's nice. Outdoors. There. I saw I had nine messages in my family queue. Notifications. Natively. But PowerShell. So PowerShell is not considered native now. Well, this is long ago, not that long ago. Malware writers. When you download file for internet input, there are identifiers written to ADS to identify that file was downloaded from the internet. And this is like often coming up. Yeah, so now we know there's a SysInternals tools for streams. So an identifier data. I'll be use their own file. No. Send identifier data. Since the file is identifier, additional security measures are added to its properties. You need more about streams here. Let's delete. It's a command to delete utility that takes a number of options. If any, in any given use, it allows you to delete one or more files, a directory, or cleanse free space on logical disk. The spare official documentation page has delete, secure delete implemented. The DoD, Department of Defense, Sanitization, right to Sarah. Okie dokie. SARS. Delete has been made. Despite adversaries, monitor techniques. You can review this tool more in depth source in SysInternals delete page. Other tools fall under child and disk utility category. Yes, I've been doing so much in my life with files, so I don't feel a need for more basic tools. This is basic tool and designated. So this is opening VM. And I'm kind of thinking that if it's just this level, I might just read the answers from somewhere. We will see, right? I'm gonna read the next section. Actually, let's find this. So the name is SysInternals just. So TryHackMe SysInternals. Yeah, there's, as usual, lots of walkthroughs. And I'm actually going to just... Should I get it? Am I just lazy and stressed? I started the VM for a reason, right? So it is up. It is there. It is waiting to log in because I didn't click enter. I wonder when my kid wakes up. I'm gonna go check on him in a bit, as I'm going to have to wait to sleep. So we'll see if I get to work tomorrow. I have a meeting at 14 too. So if I sleep late, I don't get any time to go to work. So it's, yeah, 14 to 15 is video meeting about my kid. But, yeah. Let's see about that kid. I have two. Yeah. So we don't have the VPN up. We don't have anything running. So I haven't connected to TryHackMe in months. And I'm paying the money. That's stupid. Should do it all the time. So I also got a bit of bad conscience, and I noticed that I had the Ministry of stuff. I had access, but I didn't do anything to get it. But I'm like, it's just wasting away because I don't have time. I can't do all the things at the same time. Now we've been doing TryHackMe right a bit. We did a little bit of everything. Learning whatever. We did a bit of AWS. We did a bit of so many things. Web Security Academy. Yes, we have to we can't do all the things at the same time. And now I felt, TryHackMe. I want to finish this thing, and it was long ago. So I'm quite sure I have the keys in a VPN. CDVPN? CDV. So my fingers don't want to spell today. Did I fail actually 2 times? That's crazy. Let's see, what did I do the first time? No idea. So, TryHackMe. THM. THM.sh. Oh. So I think I clicked something. Yeah, definitely clicked something off. Oh god. What happened? How do I get rid of this thing? Let's just exit it. I had no idea you could do that. And I don't like it. You get shorter lives. So, seriously. Yeah, you try. Yeah, I think this might be old. Let's see here. Fixit 42 THM OVPN. First worded THM OVPN. This is from August 2024. So we're probably gonna have to grab a new one. So let's see. You are disconnected. I think that every time I download a new file, I need to bring it to all those places, right? Let's actually check if I have anything in my downloaded files. And I'm not showing you because there's lots of stuff in the downloaded files. So what would it be called? Let's search for THM. But it probably won't be called that. It would be OVPN something at least. Lab. Dedicated lab. Yeah, these are all like the bugs. Yeah, so I didn't download anything. Let's do that then. So, what operating Linux? Yeah, but I just want a key. I don't want... OpenVPN access page. Yeah. If you're switching for the first time, you need to reload your configuration file. Yeah, just for them to download it. I don't want to change it. I think it's good. I think that one was old. So this one's just called fix42.vpn. And I'm just gonna open that downloads directory and just move the file over here. Get to the little home thingy, into the little VPN thingy. And do we have one called this? I have no idea. I don't think so, because there was a new file. So, let's actually nano THM .sh and this is 42. Yeah, I should rename it rather, but I don't want to. And let's just run it now. Let's just do it anyway. Sudo openvpn and just, I think it's this case. Yeah. What did I have in my sh file? Oh, so I'm just reloading the page, checking if it actually shows up as display. Anyway, we downloaded that. So now let's fill this for now. So no thing there yet. So let's see what it says. Ping restart. There's no error messages or anything, so why not work? And we have the same IP, and it's bound to choose 0, so it seems like it's working. This might just not be working. So let's see if we can ping this machine. Yeah, so it's just that it doesn't show. So let's go X3. And this is actually the administrator and password. We just need to change the little IP address. There. Do you trust both certificate? Yeah. That's slow. Administrator at Athena Mid Edu, not found in Kerber's database. Did I have something odd? Just administrator. And let me in. And we have the right IP, right? Because I just pinged it. Yeah, it's just slow. Just make it slow. So, there's the trash. So this is a file that we're supposed to check out. So this won't have internet access, right? So we'll download it from us. Download the file from us. And that will be the shortest way to do it, I'm thinking. And we can just go to folder. Come on, I did click. Oh, I never use the start menu. I'm like, how do I do this now? I have only a start menu. There we have File Explorer. Let's pin this to task there. And we're gonna make a little new tab here. And let's make a little, we have a share. What's in share? Let's just use that. So, come on, brain. No, it doesn't wanna. So let's cheat. Or let's actually use the notes. Aha, there was a little link to SMB there. I'm just gonna SMB share the share folder. SMB server, let's just sudompacket, of course.Mpacket. Password. Keeper. So now it's share. And share. No. So one of these shares is the folder name and one is the name of the share. So that's why we are in the directory with above it. And of course we need sudo permissions. And should we start it? We should see some up there. Is this slow or what? It didn't change its memory stuff or anything. Let's check the VM out. So how's it doing? Stuff is happening at least. So let's have the page of this up so we can see. There, let's hop over to the little RDP connection. Oh, gosh. So let's just make this less big. There. Right, I was gonna just type my IP. 10, 21, 31. 10, 21, 31. And 11. Share. Right, and we didn't do any connect, so we'll ask for user password there. So here we can put the files. I'm thinking we'll download it on the other file. So not gonna minimize Kali, we're just gonna do that one. So let's just open Firefox. Make sure we don't have burp on. So authenticated successfully. I'm thinking instead of doing the online thing, we just download the whole thing. And this is a VM that will just be destroyed in 1.5 hours or something. We have 1:15 of the countdown left. We'll see how quick we are, right? All right, yeah. So my notes. It's disabled. Let's go to SysInternals. I don't think we need a link to download all of the tools. We just click something. Suite. And we could just download it to the share folder. I should have shared downloads instead, right? That would have been quicker, more smart. Download 166 megabytes. These are like nice, tiny things. So not downloads, but share. And this might be useful some other time to have this here. And this is a zip file too. I would have preferred it to be an executable, but I don't see that option. But Windows should be able to unzip it itself, right? When it gets to that. Let's actually hop back here so we can see when it's finished. It's finished long ago. So let's hop back to the RDP connection. Let's update this and let's just copy the darn thing. I was gonna just it's actually here. Oh well. I should have read the desktop first. Now we get a newer one. Let's rename this one to new. So it will be interesting to compare. It should have had full permission. See if I have. Or if I got read only, but I don't think so. This is a test of the SMB servers. If it's good. We can still replace. I'm gonna just so disconnecting share. Oh, that was just, I don't think it's actually doing anything now. So let's just escape that. X. Let's find it again. It did rename the file. I'm curious now. I need to know. Was the file renamed? Yeah, we need to go into share. Yeah, it's called new. It worked. This was a good test to see that it worked. Also, writing on this share, right? It's supposed to be we can extract files there and we can get files, but that's nice. So now we just copy the thing, and that's so annoying. And I keep wanting to empty this. I don't like having stuff in the trash taking space. Yeah, this is why I was thinking of not doing this, because it takes such a long time. I don't know how long. If I had seen this, now I want to use our new one, because this one is modern and we have an old box. As if it would matter. So let's just open a command prompt or user administrator. And we're on the administrator's desktop, right? So cd desktop. And we're in bus, we did there. And we have two of them. And there's the file. And there's a new one. Let's extract all because it's Windows. SysInternals. And we can open the folder. With nice way to know it's very much done, right? And it would still have clicked it. So we have all the tools there. So let's file is also here, right? So there, my fingers want to do ls. There we have the 0 file, so we're going to use the stream command there to check it out. And as I did not take notes on this because I didn't think it was very anything I would need. There's actually no information on it either. Yeah, they run the command with except ella only. So if you do that, let's actually delete that and stir tab, nothing. Streams. Yeah. I'll go with the full path because you never know. So it's always nice. And as partial can do both. I think DOS can too, but this is not a. Well, it was 2019, right? So it's not ancient. Streams. Error. So we have the stuff and S and delete. Yeah, so we just want that. No files with streams found. So if we do there, we can see we have the file txt here. Let's use a full path. As I said, you never know, right? Desktop might also use dot might go to the commands path. I don't think it would. But there we have the proof that you can't find anything. So let's go to the downloads instead. No, the file was downloaded from the internet. It was done on Linux. So maybe we should actually. So they do streams, except error, and they get on the zip file here because theirs was downloaded with Windows. But they also do it. They use the online one. See user administrator test external streams. See users administrator. I have to click here again. Yeah. So the difference that I'm doing is that I'm in the directory. Yeah, let's actually do cd sys and there. And we know that it worked before, right? The command works. It found it. But now we're in the local directory, so we don't need its path. We just need a path to the other one. Or we could also do dot. Yeah, and we get the same, which is logical, right? So let's actually check out this walkthrough that we put up. So they've just pasted the whole darn room there. I think that's a bit bad, you know. It's not like it's not available, it's just that people don't even need to check out TryHackMe's page. Use and SysInternals live, the whole thing is here, we're online. So we could search for the question, but I don't think this is a good write-up. Disk and file utilities. Stream. Delete. This is just a copy. Answer, I am hiding. Yeah, Notepad will open. Okay. So here is their, they do stream file txt. Okay. So a specific file, not a path as they did in their example. So as we know the file, but that's not a way to find it. We can also try desktop star. That would work. So star, but it didn't work. So it says no files with streams found. That makes me think this worked and that they used the path. Didn't they use the path? No, I'm not sure. No, they did the file name, but as the other file is in the same directory, and it says path. It doesn't say file path. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's I guess let's type and grab this bit there, and we do. Oh gosh. So of course you don't need to. No. Of course you don't need to click in that place. Let's just, yeah. Okay. No. I thought I wrote txt. So it's empty, which we know it's 0. So instead of using that long, I'm gonna type it. I copied it. Yeah. Let's see what they did there in the screenshot. File.txt colon txt. So they maybe type can't do that. That's probably the thing, right? So we need to use something more modern, like Notepad, which is very modern. Yeah. Okay, so type can't do it. I don't like when you have to use GUI. So how would I do that? Let's ChatGPT. Let's ChatGPT it. So chat. How would I extract a second text stream from a Windows file using second text stream. Notepad works, but not no UI type. So I didn't ask about that. Get content, of course. But I'm in CMD and I said, yeah, CMD. More. Okay. since we happen to have a CMD there, that's where we are right now. And I'm thinking, let's imagine we're doing this remotely to the machine, right? And we can't just use a GUI tool. Yeah, we want to do this in the command line. So if we mar, actually let's mar there. Yeah, it can do it. So more can the Python. That's a nice lesson. Oh, but if we had PowerShell, we wouldn't need this SysInternals tool. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this in the command line too. So what Windows machine in 2025 doesn't have PowerShell on it? A very old one, about 25 years old, right? So I'm gonna check on the family. Good question. Let's break it down. Classic DOS tools using type, copy, edit, more, etc. are generally not stream aware. They treat files as single stream and ignore alternate stream completely unless you explicitly use file stream syntax. Yeah. Yeah, it couldn't. Even when I specified it. So NTF is aware tools that can handle alternate streams. More Notepad. Notepad is not a command line tool. It's NTF is aware. PowerShell we don't care about. We were saying CMD, right? Yeah, SysInternals tools. There are newer Windows, yeah. And that is why I was also thinking that stream this probably not probably didn't exist back then, right? When they made this room. Nah. I just need to make sure that it doesn't time out. Let's add an hour. Oh, /r. Yeah, there we have it. So maybe if we do the full thing to type this way, with data too. So it doesn't get it. What if we do that? And I'm eating ice cream, so we'll continue quickly later when I'm done. So, not streamware. Type, copy, X copy, edit, find. Not even find. Yeah. We didn't get much info. Let's copy the text here. I'm hiding in a stream. What's the hint? Notepad. So, SysInternals networking utilities. TCP view is a Windows program that will show you details listings of all TCP and UDP endpoints on your system, including local and remote addresses and state of TCP connection. On Windows Server 2008, Vista, and XP. You see how old this is? TCP view also reports the name of the process that owns an endpoint. Well, it's more like the tool is old, but 1668 is old. Who made this? SSB view provides more informative and conveniently presented subset of NetStarter program that ships with Windows. That often as a problem. Okay, yeah, it's the same use. The TCP view downloading includes TCP vcon, a command line version with the same functionality. Official definition. They want to just say that we copied this from their site. We didn't actually write anything ourselves. This is a good time to mention that Windows has built-in utility that provides the same functionality. This toolkit's called Resource Manager. There are many ways to open this tool, from the command line use Resman. Expand TCP connections to view the remote address for each process with an output connection. This tool can also be called from the Performance tab. So let's actually to advanced low level. So just 20-30%. Oh, there's a tiny fly. I just saw it on the light, and then it aimed for me. Tickled. I think I squished it. Sorry, dog. Process Explorer. Basic Task Manager shows per process. And runs. Yeah, I don't really care. So, still useful. So I'm sure I'll get another question now and have to open that up again, right? Accept EULA again. I guess it's the same for all of them. The below image shows the default view for TCP view. We have process, process ID protocol. It's always nice. These things I like in UE, though I prefer dark mode, of course. Right? You can apply additional filtering by turning off TCP v4 v6, UDP v4 v6 at the top bar. All right here, 4 and 6. Click a green flag to filter. Also, state is what they call listen. Okay. Click the green opens. Close, listen, good. The list below shows all the speed in a lesson. So maybe we want this one. So this is more blue useful though. Maybe I'll put it on blue team in my notes. What's the possibility, the likelihood of us having RDP to a machine, but still wanting this kind of information on it? I guess it's possible. Then we Google it. I mean GUI. Also, it's nicer to filter stuff anyway in the command line. We can trick PowerShell into actually. Rather, we'll ask ChatGPT to make horrible PowerShell commands. So I just don't think it's. My brain is not built for remembering those lines, long words. Yeah. But some get stuck, I guess. I didn't manage to bite through that chocolate. Just like. So, all non-listening. Using Whois tools. What is the ISP organization remote address in the screenshot above? Mm-hmm. I'm not in the box. To switch screens. So using a web page when we can use a command. Process utilities. For processes, I'm assuming. And then some of these tools require to run as administrator. Other ones, this utility which has the most comprehensive knowledge of all the startup locations of any startup manager shows you what programs are configured to run during. So this is actually what I was going for when I started looking at the schedule. So now let's see if I can find my script. that I was talking about before. Hmm, it's not on that screen. Ah well, didn't find it. Ah, start various built-in Windows application like Internet Explorer, Media Players. These programs and drivers include ones and you start up folder runner ones and registry keys auto runs, report, and Explorer shell extension toolbars, browser hopper objects. Will gun notification, all start services, and much more. Auto runs goes way beyond our start. So what about scheduled tasks? Official definitions. This is a good tool to search for any malicious entries. Creating a local machine to establish persistence. Launch outruns. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, so we did get it on the command line too. Here, a little more. Nice. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of entries in this tab. Alternate shell. Notice all the tabs were an application. Yeah, so they saw them. Image hijacks. Yeah, there's definitely only one entry. Twenty 2021, 2019, 2022. I'm pretty glad you missed that. So let's see. Procdrump is a command line utility used primary purposes monitoring an application for CPU spikes and generating crash dumps during a spike that an administrator or developer can use to determine the cause of a spike. An application. Alternatively, use Process Explorer to do the same. Right-click on the process to create a mini dump or full dump of process. And that we have on this machine still, right? So maybe we should turn it off because it was that's Task Manager. Did I close the other one down? And so yeah, now we can close the VPN one. and Process Explorer. Well, Process Explorer, we just had like a room on almost, and we just run it a lot. But this is the official definition. Process has test flashed within the core Windows process room. Process Hacker was intentionally used in that room to broaden your exposure to various tools that essentially perform the same tasks with subtle differences. But since the Process Hacker is renamed and didn't seem nice to download, we just used the Process Explorer. Since much of the basic foundational information was discussed in the corporate Windows processes room, Process Explorer will be briefly touched. So, if they had skipped these two, right, we would have had a brief information. Now it got longer than the other ones instead. In the following images, let's look at SVC hosts. Yeah, process is associated with web clients, web traffic. So we could see TCP/IP here too. Ideally, it would be wise to check if that IP is what we assume it is. Various online tools I've checked. Was it the same one we already had? And now I'm looking at the command line in Windows instead of the one that where we checked it. 173. Yeah, this is a Microsoft one. So here they have the response to the previous one. They also mentioned that this site didn't work there, right? I don't know why. And it's just a year since. So list doesn't open handle, list connection of remote web folder. And there's an option to practice but verify signatures. Was enabled to show the column within the process view. Other options to include run logon, task manager. Remember that some of the Process Explorer have different colors. Those colors have meaning. Below is a snippet from malware types explaining what each of those mean. Yeah. Maybe packed. Is exiting, freshly spawned, same account as the one who started Explorer. Selected is blue. Service. Process Monitor. It's an advanced monitor tool for Windows that shows real-time file system registry, process thread activity. It combines comprehensive event properties such as session. It combines the features of two legacy SysInternals, FileMon and RedMon. Adds an extensive list of enhancements, including rich and non-destructive filtering, comprehensive events. Properties such as session ID, usernames, driver, process information, full thread stacks with integrated support, symbol support for each operation, including login, file, much more. Its uniquely powerful feature will make Process Monitor a core utility in your troubleshooting and malware hunting toolkit. Unless of the official again. I didn't even read the last ride. It's kind of like obvious what it does from the name. Almost, because it's got more features than we might have guessed, right? File system registry and process thread, not just processes. Snapshot. So process, path, yeah, this one is good. So I'm just reading quietly, sorry. Pragma example, session, specific time, must use filter. To use Pragma efficiently, you must use a filter and must configure it properly. Okay. In the bow image, the filter was already set to capture events associated with 3888. Alternatively, a filter could have been set to capture events with process name 38C. Here's a useful guide for configuring Pragma. Note, to fully understand the output of some of these tools, you need to understand some Windows concepts, such as processing threads and Windows API calls. I guess we click all the links, right? PSX is a lightweight helmet replacement. Well, that's a bad description. I never used Telnet in Windows. Well, complete with full interactivity for console applications without having to manually install the client software. PSX's most powerful uses include having launching interactive command prompts on remote systems and remote enabling tools like ipconfig and otherwise the ability to show information about remote systems. Execute a program on a remote system. Another tool that utilizes by adversaries. So it has some minor stuff here. More in depth here. Check out resource page here. There's more under the process utilities. Check all the download links. I run other ones, inspect. Are there new entries in the image? Hijacks, yes. What entry was updated? Oh, so we've been doing this for it's 0000 now. 2 days. Mm. So to be able to compare, so this item is obviously the one that's updated, as it is the only one here. So no other one can be updated. It can be new. There can be new ones, but there can't be other updated ones. So that's like a funny question. So let's compare that and this. Okay, it's not like that. We have two of the same here. That's what we have. Task manager. So what format do they want in the answer? I thought they wanted us to compare to that. Oh. Just what I said. What is the updated value? So let's see if I can copy. Let's double click it. I just want somewhere where I can copy it. Where do I have to type it? Maybe just copy this. We'll see. Again, I got just one key, but it wasn't the right one. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's double click. Let's copy that. And we'll see if we can paste. Yeah, so the problem here is that there are special keys, right? So we'll have to type. This is a bad bit with the new system here. I like it, but not this. So, I have to click here again. C colon backslash tools. Let's caps. SysInt backslash procexp dot exe off with caps. Security utilities. I think there was a room on just Sysman. Just trying to clean my teeth a bit from the ice cream, but it's not really possible to chew chewing gum when you when you read, right? So, system monitor system is a Windows system service and device driver. Well, let's just check something. Where will this pop up now? There. I might send my kid a message instead. Oh, Roblox has his playing. Discord says he's been playing Roblox for 14 hours and 29 minutes. That means he's been maybe sleeping that long because he was starts it when he goes to sleep. I don't think it's that long though, but it's definitely at least 11 hours. Well, at least 13 hours. Yeah, I think 13 hours probably. So let's continue. Sysman is a Windows system service, and the device driver that, once installed on the system, remains resident across system reboots and monitors and logs activity to the Windows event log. It provides detailed information about process creations, network connections, and changes to file creation time. By collecting the events it generates using Windows Event Collection or SEAM agents and subsequently analyzing them, it can identify malicious or anomalous activity and understand how intruders and malware operators on your network. Sysman is a comprehensive tool and it can be summarized in just one section. Check out the Sysman rule, which we have later, to further learn. Other tools follow the security category and they're listed. So we have a room on that. We don't need to look at it more now. System information. WinObj is a 32-bit Windows NT program that uses a native Windows NT API provided by NTDLL to access and display information on the NT object manager's namespace. Official definition. I think they're usually better than that. To showcase this tool, let's look at the concept of session 0 and session 1 that was mentioned in the core Windows process tool. Remember that session 0 is a OS session and session 1 is a user session. Also, recall that there will be at least two CSRs as CXC processes running, one for each session. Note session 1 will be for the first user logged into the system. So if another user logs in, it will be session 2 then. Okay, so that's how it works. because it never said why there would be more sessions, but it said that it would be. Launch WinUp. The below image shows the default view for WinUp. I guess we started, right? Why not? Because I clicked the wrong one. So we need to do that, of course. Here. So, WinUp. So session. Can I know properties? So we're switching battery, low battery again. So let's continue with this. I want the information, but this room was not very. Yeah, I want to complete it. So with session 0, this is more interesting with the sessions now. Under DOS devices. Oh, right. You see sessions now. 0, 1, 2. So it has 3 sessions, this. Session 0, DOS devices. And FF. No, it doesn't have that one. There's an entry for the network drop I mounted in my machine. Okay, we didn't. So why? I mean, the letter Y. The drive I mounted. I was thinking he was meaning I. And then I said, why, like why? Am I getting tired? Maybe. Let's look at Windows Station value. So Windows stations. Windows station. Let's compare information in the Process Explorer. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Now this is a high level exposure for this tool. Other tools fall under the system information category. Moving along. MISC. BGM file. It automatically displays relevant information about the Windows computer and desktop background, such as computer name, IP address, service, package, and more. Yeah. I think once upon a time I used this, like, work related. This is a handy tool if you manage multiple machines. This tool and similar tools are typically used less on servers. When a user already keys to the server, the system information is displayed on the wallpaper and provide quick information about the server, such as the server's name. Refer to the SysInternals BB page for more information. Regin. This little online applet takes a registry path and it makes Reddit open to that path. But you can just paste it here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that's a useless thing. There are multiple ways to query Windows registry without using the registry editor, such as a reg query and partial. Using regjump will open the registry editor and automatically open the editor directly at the path, so one doesn't need to navigate. You don't need to navigate, you just paste it there. Yeah, I don't get it. Strings. Just cancel files, possibly Unicode or ASCII strings, a default length of 3 or more. It works on Windows 95 as well. This is a tool that was used day 21 of ASC2 to inspect a mysterious binary. The example below, ASC2. I wonder what year that is. So strings for Windows. Other tools fall under this category. Run strings on sumit.exe. was the full path of the PDB file. So let's do that. And now actually, I'll be right back. I should have answered in here. The ring out there while my kids asleep. So I think my mom is getting old. I don't know if she knew what time it is. It's past midnight now. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to search. Search. So we need the machine. And I'm just gonna double check that it doesn't expire. We have 1 hour and 5 minutes, so we'll definitely do this. So I think this is the last thing. Probably. So soon it, yeah. So we're in here. So let's run the strings. And what's the accept? It's just one dash, right? No, accept error for last one. So my hands didn't write what I was doing. What? So let's just do submit. So we're getting a lot, and in their example there, they actually use assume it. So we're going to use that instead. See if we can abort this. There. And then we do a pipe of it to find str slash I zoom star. So we can do that. Now we have tested it. And we want to find PDB this time. So we have the format approximately. And instead of this, we then do star PDB star. And now we know that it's in the end. So what about this format? This is not the path. Not this one either. It doesn't fit. So Win32, this bit is probably correct. That I'm just gonna put it in a note. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, right, we can delete this. Again, we only got the paste of one letter. So that's odd. So yeah, so there it works. Yeah, it doesn't work. There's no way I can't copy out of this. So I'm thinking the path is probably C colon. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backslash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backslash 1, 2, 3 backslash 1 backslash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backslash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 backslash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dot 1, 2, 3. So I can't copy, so I'll just type C colon dot dot dot, and then I think we could probably like use this bit here. Let's not actually type it. I'm going crazy then if I have to type all of that. So anyway, the syntax here, I think it's a bit odd. So it is a find string. So let's just check this syntax out for file extract. Oh gosh. Bad. So E. Yeah, and there's an I, but it's uppercase. EI. Let's try that. So here we have 0 more occurrences. Okay, so I is already there. So let's do E2. And they're probably not case sensitive because they're all uppercase. And that one was I, lowercase. So these are the ones we already had. They don't match the pattern. So I started typing, but it's just don't. We have this walkthrough up, right? This should be at the very bottom. And I don't think this one had. Don't see any transfer. This is. So no stars and no E. That's what they used. Yeah. So the problem is that I'm using a new version and they're using an old version. And that's why I can't find this, because we did the right thing, but I downloaded a new version of SysInternals tools. I didn't realize it was on the desktop, and I downloaded a new one. So of course we get the wrong inside of the file. Yeah. So let's just answer with this instead. For it's not that we didn't try. It's just that we could have, but we would have to unzip another file. It would take several seconds. When you read the SysInternals documentation, it might hint these tools are for troubleshooting purposes only, but that is not entirely the case. You should know, be familiar with SysInternals tools, whether you're a desktop engineer, system analyst, or a security engineer. Real world scenario. As a security engineer, I had to work with vendors to troubleshoot why an agent wasn't responding on an endpoint. The tools used were ProcExp, which is inspect agent processes properties and associated threads. Procmon to investigate if there were any indicators on why the agent was not operating as it should. Proctem to generate a dump on the agent process sent to the vendor for further analysis.
Hi again, now I'm in VR.
Ah, so I'm floating in the air, am I? Hi VR, welcome back. It's been some time since start of stream, right? And guess what? Asking questions about SysInternals become part of the interview questions when hiring additional staff. Remember, red humors and reversers even use these tools. Below are some additional links to further your knowledge. Yeah, cool. Wish I could do that. So watching a movie while going to bed, like just lying down and staring into the air, that would be nice. Later further your knowledge on how to use these tools. Mark's blog. Alright. So that's the original dude, one of them. Let's just click on the links. Hunting malware with SysInternals. Malware hunting. So some of the videos are a bit outdated, and that they say, oh, now it's 1617, not 1616. So we done 2 rooms now today
Now
in
I am looking
7
for a
hours.
3D printer.
Okay. So, are you